Saturday, April 19th, 2025. Yeah, back at the dacha. Where else would I be on a Saturday? And I got half of the fam jam here. So we got Babushka Natalia here, we got Victoria here, and of course myself. And what a beautiful day it is. Although it is a little bit cloudy, but it's nice and warm. Check it out. I don't know, it seems like every time when I turn the camera around this way, it goes gray behind me. But really, it is nice. There's some nice puffy clouds. Oh, maybe we can get them right there. Sort of. There they are. There they are. There are the clouds. All right, what am I going to be doing today? Well, I need to do more cleanup. And this time I'm going to be working around the workshop over here. So, how cold, how warm, what's the temperature like? Let's go take a look.
Максимум плюс 13. Пасмурно, с дождем. Ветер южный, слабый. Утром плюс 8. Все самое лучшее в жизни строится на доверии.
There it is, plus 12 degrees Celsius. That seems pretty nice. So, there it is, plus 12 degrees. What's the time right now? It is around just after lunch. It's about 12:30. And even the weather forecast, I just had to turn the radio down. And just as I was walking up, the forecast said that today is going to be a high of 12 degrees. Somehow I think it's probably going to be a little bit warmer than plus 12, but who knows? What's my wind gauge like? So my little fir branches are moving a little bit. But it should be nice and pleasant to work. And we're going to get right at it. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what I have planned for today. So here it is. This is what I got to do. I got to clean up this area right around here. And let's even move on. So all this. So the previous owners kind of didn't clean up around here. And I haven't been able to get around to it, so I figured, okay, I'm going to end up cleaning all this area up, making it look nice, do some trimming right here, and if I have time, I still need to aerate this area right along here. So we'll see. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's start cleaning up all this garbage, moving it away, taking all this old grass, moving it out, and let's turn this into a nice area. All right, let's go to work. Since I'm going to be working over there and I'm going to be low to the ground, product placement, I'm going to be using this. I got to put it on to me. It's called Kleshevit, and this is a spray against ticks. Tick season is here. You know, you don't want to get bitten and then end up getting Lyme disease or something bad. So spray it on. This is pretty much like a repellent, like the way we have back home in Canada or in the US, off, deep woods off, or musk oil or whatever. So here it is. Spray it on my hands, on the neck, on the face. Careful around the eyes. And that way when I'm low to the ground, if there are any ticks, well, you know, nothing is 100% guarantee in the world. So at least I can minimize the chances of ticks biting me. All right, let's go to work. Okay, the first bit is done here, cleaning up all the plastic and garbage, and got a whole wheelbarrow load out of this. Check that out. And got a tub, porcelain tub here. So I'm thinking, why throw it away when I can actually turn this into a planter? I'll just make some holes on the bottom for drainage and wash it out. It'll be nice and white again. That'll take like 2 minutes. And we'll have a nice planter. All right, let's get back to work. Start cleaning this place up. So while I was working in my yard over there and cleaning up around my workshop, my friend Vova, next door neighbor. Здравствуй, Vova.
Привет.
Да. And he came over and he wanted to show me something. Что ты хочешь мне показать?
Гнездо шершней.
Check this out. That's a hornet's nest.
Вон оно,
I show
вон
yes,
оно,
больше.
наверху, наверху.
Let's turn the camera around. Let's see what it looks like. So here it is. This is what it was, and he had to take the board out. He had to cut it right there, and he's pulling it out. И это еще в прошлом году было,
Да,
так?
да, вот с прошлого года. А они улетели на зиму.
Ну да.
Они или в землю прячутся, или куда, не знаю.
Или,
потом-
или може холод их убили.
Не, убить их не убило, потому что они бы тут торчали. А их-то нету.
So he says they flew away, and I said maybe they died by the cold, and he said no, they flew away. Ну да, это хорошо, что ты нашел это, и пока они не прилетели, можно...
Да, да.
Хм.
Они или в земле, или где-то зимуют.
Wow.
Так что вот такие вот пироги.
Ну, не буду тебя задерживать.
Думаю, бляха, надо пока это возможно съесть, а то потом прилетят, и что я с ними делать?
Они мед дают?
Ну, раз живут, значит дают.
No. I asked him, did they give honey? But he says, well, while they live, they do. Ну,
Вот
интересно.
такая вот петрушка.
Ха. Ну, хорошо, что ты мне показал, что интересно у тебя в жизни есть.
Сейчас возьму ножик, вырежу его.
Yeah. So he says he's going to get a knife and he's just going to cut it out. And ты это будешь вытягивать и все. Да. И закопай это, чтоб они не нашли.
Ну, закопаю.
Да, I told
А
him
я
bury
его
it.
вот тут вот раздавлю по мелочи. И все, он уже делал.
Yeah.
Видишь?
Okay, well, there it is. Ну, Вова, спасибо, что мне показал, и мне надо назад идти на работу. Да. Пока-пока. Да.
Счастливо.
Да.
Удачи тебе, удачи.
Ага.
Пусть сопутствует удача тебе.
Да. Ну, надо... Время у нас теперь осталось, может, еще час, а тогда холод будет. Надо еще работать. Got about another hour of work, and then it's going to start getting
Тебя
cold.
с собой нет курить?
Нет.
Нет, там.
So there it is. You never know what you're gonna see when you're working at the dacha. Yeah, neighbor Vova. Actually, he didn't say it on camera, but last year he got bitten right over here between the eyes. And that's the way he found out. He was actually crawling up that ladder, and I guess he agitated them, and one of them came out and bit him. So he had to then crawl down, and this year he decided to deal with the problem. All right. Hey, let's go take a look. I'll show you how much I've done so far. Well, it's going really slow because I got to get down on my hands and knees. So here it is. I got the padding and cleaned this up. Took all the garbage out. There are some actual flowers here, and I'm not sure what they're going to look like. So instead of clearing everything out, I know there's some little sprouts that are coming up. I'll see what they look like, and if I'm impressed with them, I will actually rebuild this right here to actually make it look much nicer. And that way, you know, this will be like a little flower garden. And as for this, I'm just slowly making my way that way. And I've thinned it out. Like this right here, there were a couple more shooters that were growing up on the ground. And I decided to just cut them out and just, you know, leave this one, that one, and that one. And I still got to keep pushing that way. Well, it's getting to that time that I got to start cleaning up. Let's turn the camera around, show you what I did. Okay, so this was done earlier in the afternoon, and things were going pretty good till I got to the corner over here. And this is where things really started to slow down, but I managed to get it done. I even thinned out these trees here, these little shrubs, and even put some rebar to hold them up straight, and got some little zip ties, little green guys right here to hold them up straight. There it is. So this is my production for today and my tools that I was using. A shovel, a rake, a little handsaw there, and some snips and a little spade. And that is the result. So even though I finished everything what I wanted to do, well, except I said if I'd have time, I would aerate the lawn over there, which I didn't. But I did get this done. It was a little bit slower than usual, and that's because I had visitors. I had my neighbor Vova that came over a couple times, and then he even called me over to his place there to show what he was doing and what he uncovered under his eaves. And we had some visitors that came over. And it being a nice day, and my mother-in-law is here, and my wife is here, so we took various breaks and slowed things down a little bit. However, I did finish this, and my goal was to get this done, and I did get it done. I did my best. There it is. So I still have a lot more to do. Still got to clean up this over here along the wall. This section right over here, got to clean it up. I got to transplant. What is it? This birch tree over here. So, but that's not going to be, well, probably within maybe 2 weeks. I noticed that the ground is actually frozen. About 15 centimeters, about 6 inches down. So, you know, the snow's only melted, what, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. And, you know, the ground is still slowly thawing out. So that's that. Anyways, I gotta get going. So if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, leave a positive comment. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and also hit that little bell so that when I put up a video, I usually put up 2, sometimes 3 videos per week. You'll be notified. And in some of the comments, somebody mentioned that, you know, why are you talking about all the things that you're doing in detail? There's really no need. The viewer knows what you're talking about. That is true. However, this is more of a video diary. And, you know, I'm explaining all the things that I'm doing so that somewhere down the road, my grandchildren will start from the very beginning and they'll see how Dedushka Khadikin, me, came to Russia and started his little journey, and you know, everything will be explained. So that's why I am doing this, you know, giving a lot of talk, showing what I'm doing. Now remember, I am working away a lot, so you know, I actually have to stop, and then I need to, you know, pick up the camera. I got to videotape, I got to do some explanations, and then got to keep going. So that's the way it is. Anyways, I gotta go, so take care, and like I always say, paka paka.